Well, hello there. You're watching In the Cave Fantasy Football with the four horsemen Vince, Danny, Mikey, and Jason. And you already know shenanigans are incoming. Stay tuned.
Gotta get hype! Can you feel me? Now can you dig it?
Yo, what's up, Cowboy Nation? Welcome to another episode of In the Cave Fantasy Football Podcast. We got Double D, Vince the Man, and Mikey T, number 88.
Where's your jersey, Mike?
It's getting warmed up, you know. I gotta get ready for the season. I gotta save it.
All right. Looks like I'm the only one representing today.
I guess.
All good. We're gonna break down the StartSit. See you guys should start for your fantasy this week. You know what I mean? We're just the pros. You got Vince the Madman Machine. I'm sure he's gonna call someone out today, so stay tuned.
Maybe if I feel like it.
So
I'm feeling it. If y'all deserve it.
So real quick, man, this is exactly why you don't draft way too early, because you see all the injuries coming, things happening. So let's get into it. So week 1 of NFL is this Thursday, 8:00 at night. You got Detroit at Kansas City, man. I don't know how you guys are feeling. This game is like for me. So of course, on the Chiefs side, you're gonna start Patrick Mahomes. Kadarius Toney, I don't know, man. That dude is always hurt. He was hurt in the Giants. I'm just a Toney hater. How you feel about him, Danny? I'm a Toney hater.
I'll tell you what, I love this game. You're going to see what Detroit has. I mean, pick them to win the division. So I know this is a good test for them.
No, I feel you. So, and then, of course, you guys heard Travis Kelce got a little knee issue. Reports are saying he didn't hurt his ACL, but I say a lot of crazy shit on this podcast, but 2 of them have been true. I think Kelce is going to be a bust in the sense that he's going way too high in drafts. Some of you guys drafted him with the first round, and I think that injury is going to linger. What do you say, Vince?
Oh, yeah.
I see you looking at me.
I think it's going to be a 2 to 4 week injury. It's nothing major. If anything major, it'd be already come up today during the first X-ray, but they're doing a full extent one tomorrow, but it shouldn't be anything bad. He should be back in at most 4 weeks.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I understand. I just know these things linger. Look when we get into it. When we get into the Rams, look at Cup.
Yeah.
Linger. So linger. All right, so on the Chiefs side, Patrick Mahomes, Kelce, that's an iffy start. You're gonna have to wait till the injury report comes out. Right now, I'll be cautious starting him. Best case he plays, they limit him. He's not going to be the Travis Kelce gold. You know, he's a bigger guy. He's older. He has to do a lot of cuts. You have Kadarius Toney, Scantling, maybe a flex option. I don't know. Justin Watson. How you guys? Are we going to go that deep?
What's going
Not
on,
just
Steven?
Watson.
Not Justin Watson.
No, I target the only wide receivers I target on the Chiefs are Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney. I like Sky Moore. I feel like this is a great opportunity for him, and he will put up some points this game.
Are you guys? How are you guys feeling about Pacheco?
I do like Pacheco this year.
You do?
I like him, especially this game, especially with Kelce being hurt. I think he's going to get a lot more carries, and he might get a lot more catches too.
You know what's sad is when I was looking very high in Edwards. He's a third string running back.
Fold it up like a tent.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else from the Chiefs side? I didn't mention you guys think we should start. Not really.
No, that's it. I think they're going to put up a lot of points, but I think Tony's your guy at receiver.
I think he is too, especially for fantasy. He's a great after the catch guy with the ball in his hands. He's very dangerous, very dangerous.
All right, cool. So on the Detroit side, you're starting Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, St. Brown, my boy. I think he's gonna have a big year. Marvin Jones, flex option. Anybody gonna play him?
No.
No.
I don't even think he's drafted.
I wouldn't.
What about
MBS is gonna be good too. Don't forget about MBS. He's gonna be really good too.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he's.
We got a question in the chat.
All right.
We got should I drop Michael Gallup and pick up Rashee or what is it? Rashee Rice?
Rashee Rice is a rookie.
With Kelsey being hurt, also who's the top receiver for Kansas City? I don't know because they do have MVS, they do have Kadarius Toney,
Justin
they
Watson.
got the running backs.
Justin Watson's not going to do anything. The ones and twos for Kansas City right now is Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore.
Sky Moore too. I forgot about Sky Moore.
And you don't want to drop Gallup for a couple weeks.
No, I wouldn't drop Gallup in this situation, especially for Rashee Rice. But if Sky Moore is somehow available, I drop Michael Gallup for Sky Moore. That's the most they'll do for the Chiefs receiving core.
Right.
So you heard it here first, guys. Vince's stash pick of the week, Sky Moore. Vegas total point overall 5 points. So it's going to be a good high-scoring game. I'm not starting any of the defenses. What about you guys?
No way.
Nope. It's gonna be a high scoring game.
High scoring game for sure. Start off the
season.
season.
I think the Lions will win it.
Ooh, over the Chiefs.
I hope they win it, but I don't know.
With Kelsey being hurt, it's gonna throw them so off their game. I feel like.
I remember them saying the same thing when Tyreek went to the Dolphins.
Well, but they still had Kelsey, so it's like they still had their top weapon.
I don't know.
At least Mahomes is top.
Mahomes is the top weapon. That's I don't care.
No, but I'm saying that's Mahomes' favorite receiver, though.
It is.
Or favorite person to throw to.
He'll get a new one.
Not Noah Gray.
We'll see.
He'll get a new one.
The backup is Noah Gray. He's not going to do anything.
It might be Kadarius Toney. We'll have to see.
We'll see.
Well, all right. Let's move on. Carolina versus Atlanta. Let's
The Carolina game. Who you got starting and sitting?
You just lagged so bad.
Yeah, you guys lagged.
That's we're in a trap house with Danny D.
He's a Giants fan. It's just like the regular season. They lag behind.
Yeah. Carolina versus Atlanta, Vince. Who you starting on both squads?
Oh, who am I starting? I'm gonna be starting like your obvious players. Drake London, Bijan. Starting everyone obvious. I'm not gonna start anyone crazy like Desmond Ridder or something. None of the quarterbacks. No Bryce Young starts. But like a start that you could, if you're like questioning it, you're in a 12-man maybe, is Adam Thielen. I'd start him at my flex. He could get a lot of receptions with DJ Chark being out and Bryce Young just looking for the vet to dish it out to, just like Matthew Stafford did to Cooper Kupp. I feel like it could be a situation where he's just trying to get rid of the ball this game because Atlanta's defense is pretty good. And I would actually start Atlanta's defense as well. I think they might shake up Bryce Young a little bit in his first game. I don't think any rookie quarterback's done good in their first game.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure.
No, I'm with you. Adam Thielen, for football, he's old. What is he in his late 33, 34, something like that. I don't know. But I like what you said, like a young QB is going to be looking for the veteran. So Adam Thielen is a good probably trade bait. The first couple of weeks, have a couple of good games, throw him on the trade, and he's
until DJ Chark comes back.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Because DJ Chark is Bryce Young's favorite receiver right now.
Definitely starting Bijan. What about Pitts?
Of course. He'd probably be starting in any league. Mm-hmm. It's just like an obvious because you're not going to start.
Did you mention anybody on Carolina side?
Miles Sanders, I would start.
Mm-hmm.
Did I mention anyone?
I think it's going to be.
I would start Miles Sanders. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
All right.
Marshall Jr. That's a good one too.
Cincinnati at Cleveland. What you got, Mikey?
I'm gonna start David Njoku. I think him and Watson. It seemed like they have had a strong connection all camp. So I think he's gonna have a really big game. And I'm gonna sit the Browns defense because the Browns defense has been ranked really high in fantasy football. So I don't know how they're gonna do against Cincinnati. I feel like that could also be a high scoring game. So I'm gonna sit I'm gonna sit the Browns defense.
Yeah.
I would
Yo,
start.
Go ahead.
Yep, I would start Tyler Boyd maybe. And if I'm like in a 14-man league, I might start Tyler Boyd because they might be focused on Chase or T. Higgins. So Tyler Boyd might get those yards after the catch. He might not get a lot of catches, but he might get a lot of yards.
Yeah,
So
and
we'll
then
see.
Joe Burrow's he's on. Joe on pace to start week 1. What were you gonna say, Vince?
Yeah.
I was gonna say fix your internet because you're lagging.
Well, talk to this guy. That guy.
All right.
Working for me.
We got a couple questions in the chat. Questions in the chat.
Yeah, if you guys have any
We
StartSit
got,
questions, throw them in the chat.
We got is Dalton Schultz worth rostering as a number 2?
No. Why would you have 2 tight ends on a team? Unless it's a 2 tight end league, yes, but don't bench a tight end, please.
I
Don't.
laugh because Vince doesn't like starting QBs, so he's the wrong person to ask this question or drafting 2 QBs.
No.
I'm not a fan of drafting
Don't have 2
tight ends.
QBs, don't have 2 tight ends, don't have 2 defenses, don't have 2 kickers. Keep it like that. And
No, I agree.
I promise.
So you're
I
saying
agree.
pick up a kicker, pick up a defense as that bye week comes, pick the best matchup.
Because it's only 1 week.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we got another question. Who would you start this week, Dak or Tua? Who would you
Tua.
start?
Dak.
Tua's in a high-scoring game against the Chargers defense. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
Well,
They're not that good.
Chargers defense is good.
Okay.
I'd rather have Dak in the divisional round against the G-Men. They're going to go at it. Daniel Jones and Dak. I'll start either one of those 2 guys.
I hate Dak.
I go
he's
Tua
just not
as
a
well.
fantasy quarterback.
I think that offense is high
everyone's
scoring.
taking Dak. Everyone is taking Dak in the chat.
Dak can have a great game.
Dak-
Yeah.
Dak-
Tua, please.
He may have a
Dak
great
has a lot of
game.
weapons.
It's a rivalry game. You just never know. Week 1, you never know.
It's going to be a shootout, man.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. That game I want all over in the fantasy. All over. All the players. Give me all the players. Dak will light him up.
That's it.
Oh,
Except for
we'll
Dak
see.
Prescott.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
And then
Contain Daniel
one more
Jones.
question. Is Deuce Vaughn worth
No.
rostering yet?
No.
Unless it's a deep league. No.
Deuce is Deuce Vaughn Pollard's backup.
I would be. Unless it's a handcuff. Like if I have Tony Pollard, I would take.
You
Deuce
would
Vaughn.
handcuff Tony Pollard.
Why not?
He would be the.
That's
If Tony
stupid.
Pollard
That's
went
so
down,
stupid.
if Tony
Don't
Pollard went down, he
Don't
would
please
start.
don't. Only add Deuce Vaughn if something
He's
happens.
like
to Tony
5'6".
Pollard. Ronald Jones is coming back in what, 4 weeks? Ronald Jones is the second string running back.
I don't know. If Deuce Vaughn is Pollard's backup, I'll handcuff Pollard all day. I'll play keep away from
Deuce is
whoever
not
has
the
Pollard.
guy that's going to run the ball 20 times a game. No. Too small.
Hell no.
He did it in Kansas State, and he
Are
did
you
it
really
in the preseason.
Against accountants.
You're
He played
comparing
against
college
future
football
accounting.
to the pros?
Wait. Let me say something.
Oh
He
my
was in the same
God.
conference with Bijan, and he almost had more yards than Bijan.
Are you kidding
So
me?
yes,
You can't-
and he had more touchdowns than Bijan. You watch Deuce Vaughn's college tape. Watch it.
Yes,
And he only went in the 6th round because of his height. If he was like Bijan's height, he probably would have went in the 1st round.
The only reason he got drafted is because of his dad.
Hey, why
First
don't
of all, no,
you
he
do me
did
a
not.
favor and watch Ryan Leaf's tape? Let me know how he did in the NFL.
Deuce Vaughn was a 6th round pick. All right.
I will see it, but I guess the consensus is don't roster Deuce Vaughn. I would on the bench. You got a bench spot. I'll throw him on there. You never know. Jacksonville at the Colts. That's Double D, Danny. What you got, bro?
Well,
We got some questions though. And
Well, throw them up.
Yeah, we got
Or
a
are we
lot of
ignoring
questions.
Throw the questions up.
We got David Montgomery or Cam Akers.
I'm high on Montgomery.
Ooh.
I say Montgomery
I'm
as
taking
well.
Cam Akers.
I'm taking
Cam
Cam
Akers.
Akers.
Why do you
Cam
take?
Akers
Cam Akers
is
is a solid start.
Montgomery.
He's a starter. He's the
Montgomery's
starter.
not even- yeah, Cam Akers is gonna start. He's their number 1 back. Montgomery is like a RB2 because Gibbs is gonna get all the
Exactly.
carries. You don't take a running
Gibbs is
back
going to do all the
top
receiving work.
15.
If it's PPR,
No, yeah.
please do Cam Akers. Cam Akers is going to do pretty good.
Mhm.
He's going to get a lot of the rushing work, especially with Cooper Kupp. He's not going to play the first game.
I had Akers, man. He lets me down.
I
every time.
know. I hate betting on him too. I hate bet. He dusted me so many times. I'm over Akers.
So many times he's been in the league for what 3 years?
Played like
Has he
4
been
games.
fantastic?
Yeah, he's been very good. The games he's played,
We'll
yes.
see this season.
He was on IR all of what 2
Disco
years
D
ago. He
should
was on
remember
IR
him.
all
He should
season.
remember that Christmas game Cam Akers had on that defense.
That's true. Well, Jaguars and Indy, I go with Christian Kirk as my must start of the week. Him and Trevor Lawrence have an amazing rapport. You could look at last season. He came out of nowhere and just lit it up. I see that continuing. I know they got some good receivers there. They got Ingram there. But I think Kirk is the go-to guy. You can make that face all you want.
Hold on. Came out of nowhere.
That's right. He was with
nowhere.
the Cardinals. He was just a mid-tier guy.
Receiver in
He
the
became a
league.
number one receiver last year, period. He was not a number one receiver with the Cardinals.
Dude, they
Hell outta
paid
here
him.
with that
They
shit.
paid him.
I
He
don't give
could
a shit what
retire
they paid
today. They paid him so much.
Okay.
You said came out of nowhere, like they got him as like a waiver wire that they paid for
He was
the vet minimum.
He was not their number one receiver, is what I'm saying. He became a number one receiver.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
He was a number one
Get the hell
receiver in
out of here, I'll
Arizona.
slap your
Yes, he
face.
was. Yes, he was.
All right, anyway.
Who was the number one then in Arizona?
My sit will be the entire Colts team. Don't play any of those son of a bitches. Not their defense, offense, special teams, nothing. Don't play them.
You guys already know what's going on with JT. He's not going to play, at least not for the first 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Zach Moss,
First
his
4
backup, is coming off a broken arm. What's he going to do? You know what I mean? He's probably not going to play week 1. Who you got? Richardson?
Jeez, look at his face.
So, yeah, Richardson. Who else you got in the Colts? I mean, I don't know.
I said no one.
No.
That's terrible.
Yeah, nobody.
No one.
Stay away from that game. All right, I got Tampa at Minnesota. I'll actually be at that game. I'm flying out this weekend, going to Minnesota.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'll
Nice.
be there Sunday. Actually, Friday night. So on Tampa Bay side, you obviously big news. Mike Evans looks like they're going to close the deal. So that was a little iffy there. If you guys don't know, his agent gave the Bucs until the 9th to restructure the deal, and looks like they're going to get it done. So you're obviously starting Mike Evans. You're going to start Chris Godwin, whether it's in your flex or your receiver. You are all a piece of that receiving core. I know it's Baker. Not a fan of Baker, but he's going to throw it to somebody. He's going to throw it up. You're going to start White. And I want you guys to watch.
You stopping?
Yeah.
I heard first.
Watch it here. You hear first. Sean Tucker. I don't know if you guys remember this guy. He was he had a heart condition, dropped his draft value, and he came out of Syracuse, and now the Bucs picked him up. I think he's a fantastic back. They call him Baby Chubb over on the Bucs squad. So, Baby Chubb. None of you guys laughed at that. All right. On the Minnesota side, you're starting Cousins, Jefferson, Addison in the flex. Anybody?
No, not his first game.
No. All right.
I think later on, yeah. I think like later
on,
in the
yes.
season,
His
yeah.
first game, absolutely.
So it's a good stash.
Too much of a risk.
What about Madison?
Start him.
Is he hurt? I heard he's been hurt. No, has he been hurt?
He's been hurt, but let's check some reports. I don't know. All indications are he's starting week 1.
Maybe he's healthy because I saw a thing and he was hurt.
Yeah. Hawkinson, you're starting.
Yeah, he just
For
got
sure.
paid, so
Right.
definitely start him.
So the latest news, just to go back to the Chiefs, is Kelsey's likely out for week 1, but we'll see. All right. This game, Tampa Bay versus Minnesota, has a total point value of 46 points. I got Minnesota -6, so not a terrible high-scoring game. The Bucs are coming in as the underdogs. So, but I want to be part of that receiving core for the Bucs, and definitely Cousins. All right, let's move on to Tennessee versus New Orleans. That's Vince. What you got, bro?
My starts, your normal starts, your Chris Olave's, of course, you're gonna start him. But for your risky starts, I'd go with Jamal Williams. He's gonna be the starter. He got a lot of touchdowns last year. I think that's an easy start. I feel like a riskier start that could have a lot more upside is Michael Thomas. I love Michael Thomas. He's I still think he's one of the best receivers in the game. He gets a lot of hate because he's always hurt, but he's very good. He's a very good PPR receiver. But if Derek Carr can just get the ball to him, he will do you great. Starting the New Orleans defense, they have the easiest schedule in the league. I always try and draft them. My sits, it's going to be probably the Titans wide receiver core because I think Ryan Tannehill's still starting. I don't like DeAndre Hopkins. If you have a better option there, I definitely plug someone in since it's DeAndre Hopkins' first game. I'd feel it out first. He still could have a good game, but I'd feel out the situation. I'll see how he does. You get a lot more better feel once you see a player's first game with the team.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting Treylon Burks too.
So Hopkins or Michael Thomas, if you had to choose.
Hopkins,
yeah. We got a couple questions in the chat. Would any of you guys start any Giants receivers?
Darren Waller, all day.
Well, he's the tight end, but
Darren Waller.
Start any.
He's the number one receiver.
I wouldn't start any receiver. No.
He's the only receiver, tight end. I would start for the Giants. I mean, you got Sterling Shep, Isaiah Hodgson. I don't think Jones is the Cowboys are good. They're good defensively. You know what I mean? Daniel Jones, he's going to do a lot of running. It's going to be a lot of Saquon, and it's going to be a lot of Waller. That's it. That's your top scorers. Huh?
What?
And then we got, do you guys think Michael Thomas still, or does Michael Thomas still play in the NFL?
It's facts.
Like it,
don't hate on him. I love Michael Thomas.
I heard he learned a new route.
I think Dez last played before Michael Thomas.
I think he has.
That's sad.
I really think he has.
The best receiver, man.
He hasn't. Michael Thomas played last year.
It's called a joke.
Did he? Any more questions for StartSit?
Hey.
We'll see week one. Sterling Shepard is good for one deep pass, touchdown, and then he's going to get hurt. Mock my words.
Yeah.
He's good for one deep. All right, let's move on. San Francisco at Pittsburgh. What you got, Mikey?
All right, well, I think I'm going to sit Deontay Johnson for the Steelers, and I'm going to start Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers. Now, 49ers have a really good defense, really, really good defense. So I don't know if they're going to be – it's going to be hard to pass the ball because, I don't know, the corners and safeties, they might stuff it. So they might run the ball a lot. So, and then Ayuk, he's a great, reliable receiver. The Steelers' cornerbacks are really not that good. So, and he might just have a field day, and they might just try and double Debo.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, isn't Kittle hurt, right? Kittle's working
Kittle,
off
I think he. I'm not surprised he's hurt. I mean, he's always hurt.
He's fine.
Is he fine, Vince? I don't know.
Is he fine,
he's gonna play.
Is he fine?
Yes.
All right. Inside reporter.
Right.
But you definitely want Debo. You definitely want Ayuk. And you're not starting Najee Harris? None of those guys were for start?
I would. Because Najee Harris, I feel like he's gonna have a tough game running the ball, but I think when the Steelers get in the red zone, he's gonna have like a touchdown. So he's gonna get I say maybe 12, 13 points, and he might catch a couple screens. So
yeah, so if he doesn't catch a touchdown, he's probably a bust on the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that Niners run defense, their defensive line is good.
No, I'm with you. I had Najee last year.
What's going on, Doug?
What's up, Doug?
What's up?
Doug?
We got Uncle
Doug.
Cheech with the upset special with Steelers.
Ooh, Steelers over Niners.
Uncle Cheech was 4-0 last week.
He was 4-0.
He won me $500.
Nice. All right. So you heard it here first, Uncle Cheech. Arizona versus Washington. Vince, who you got?
Starts Brian Robinson. I think he's going to be the starter. They haven't made it known, but he's going to get most of the work. Jahan Dotson. I like Jahan Dotson as a start too. Terry McLaurin still has turf toe, so I'm sitting Terry McLaurin still. So Jahan Dotson did a lot of work. He's playing the Arizona defense, which is awful. I'd start Washington's defense because Clayton Tune, I think, is set to be the starter, who was a rookie, and no rookie quarterback does good in their first game. The only Cardinal I'd even touch starting is James Conner, because he's just going to get a lot of dump outs and just Hail Marys.
What about who's Washington's tight end?
Logan Thomas?
Is he still there? Jesus.
Yes.
You remember those
there.
commercials they made where like all the receivers were busting their hand through the walls, catching footballs?
Jason thought it was Vernon Davis.
I love that guy.
Wait, Jason, you know Logan Thomas was in the same draft class as EJ Manuel?
All right. We want to throw some inside jokes in on the show.
No.
His new nickname is going to be Disneyland Vince.
Oh.
All right. Who we got?
It's just a fact. I thought it was a nice
that was a
fact.
good fact.
Good fact.
That's a good fact.
Very good
Fact check. Now you're fact checking? All right. Houston at Baltimore. Mikey, who you got?
Well, for Houston, I'm sitting everybody except Dameon Pierce, just like the Cardinals. I'm starting the Ravens defense. I think the Ravens defense could have like 15 plus over the Texans. I mean, their offense is terrible. I mean, it's going to be good, but I mean, it's not going to be good the first game. They have a lot of youngsters, and a lot of them is going to be their first game. So I want to start anyone on the Texans except Dameon Pierce.
Yeah. What about Baltimore? Obviously, Lamar.
Obviously, like Lamar, Odell, Zay Flowers. You know.
Ooh, Odell. I don't know about Odell.
Start Odell. Back on.
Why?
I don't know about
Why? Why?
I don't know. You got Lamar.
Who's going to stop Odell on Houston's defense?
If Odell's Odell.
Yeah, right.
Odell will
First
stop
of
Odell.
all-
Sucks. He's old. This isn't 2016. He's not going to do what he used to do.
I mean, I hope he does.
He's a one catch.
It's like Deshaun Jackson on the Bucks.
I think he's
One
a
catch
Hall of
wonder.
Famer with one catch.
I played spades with Deshaun Jackson here in town. Okay. But yeah, Zay Flowers, Lamar,
Zay Flowers, Lamar,
Dobbins.
J.K.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins. I mean, all the usuals.
All right.
we got,
so what we got next? So Green Bay at Chicago. I'll take this one. Obviously, on the Green Bay side of things, you're starting Jones. Do you guys like Love against Chicago?
Who's starting Jordan Love?
Yeah,
That's
I
I'm
don't
asking.
know if I would start Jordan Love.
Unless you're in like a
anyway.
16-man league.
Right.
You shouldn't worry about
Not
that.
yet.
I
wouldn't.
don't think anybody has him as a
Is
starter.
it, better question.
Let alone-
Anybody draft Jordan Love?
No, who would
All right,
draft
yeah,
him?
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
We got a question in the chat, or a couple questions. We got, is Derek Stingley Jr. healthy?
I don't know.
I think he is. I think he is healthy. That's the cornerback for Houston. I think he is healthy.
We'll see.
I think
I
Odell's
haven't
still
seen
going to
the
cook
injury
him, but we'll
reports.
see.
All right.
And then we have
Derek Stingley
Pollard,
is one of the best
Jacobs,
corners in
and
the
Gibbs.
league.
Which out of these three would you say? Pollard, Jacobs, or Gibbs? That's a tough one.
Who's your flex? That's my first question.
Hey, that's a good point, Vince.
That's a really, really good question.
Well, just to remind everybody at home, and I don't know if you guys do this at all, your Thursday night game, if you have any players playing your Thursday night game, do not put them in your flex. If you have a receiver or a running back, whatever, don't put them in your flex. It gives you a chance to pivot unless they, play like crap Thursday night. At least you have that flex open for the weekend to pivot. But, all right, Pollard against the Giants. I'm starting Pollard. What about Jacobs? Who's Jacobs playing?
Denver.
They play.
You have to start
Denver.
Josh Jacobs. The only
I
person
feel like you have to start
it's
Jacobs.
probably be Gibbs
It would-
because he's
it
a
would
rookie,
probably-
just to feel him out.
Gibbs.
All right.
Mhm.
Gibbs against KC, though. A lot of opportunity.
Ooh.
Dude,
All right,
Chris Jones
yeah.
isn't playing, right?
Mm.
I
What I heard,
Chris
no.
Jones
It's his
might be a
first game
Cowboy.
as a rookie. He's not going to.
I heard Chris Jones might be a Cowboy. I saw he liked the post on Twitter or something. So we'll have to.
Oh,
see
yeah. Did
about
you see
that.
Trayvon Diggs' Twitter post?
All right.
You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that one?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
You got any more questions in the chat?
All right, what's the next game?
Everyone's talking about the.
All right. All right. Well, obviously Jones. You guys starting Christian Watson?
Yeah.
Yes.
Over
sure.
who though?
All right. No, I'm just saying on the Green Bay side. Chicago side, you guys are starting Fields.
Got to start Fields.
Fields. I would start
Nah.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
I'm starting.
Khalil Herbert. Cole Kmet.
I think the only player I would start is Fields. If I had to start one, that's what I'm starting.
I throw DJ Moore in the flex.
And I don't like Fields, but
DJ Moore in the flex. DJ Moore in the flex. I think it's the first time the Bears are actually favored to win this game. The odds are 1.5 with a 4 point total. So that's interesting. All right, next game. Let's get on to Vegas at Denver. That's Double D.
Well, my start for that game is Cortland Sutton. Denver has a decimated wide receiver core. Other than Mims, we have nobody else. I think Cortland goes off this game. Quite frankly, it's a rivalry game, week 1. We have to win. New coach. I mean, we have to light him up. We have to. I sit Jimmy G. Denver's defense is pretty damn good. You shut your face.
Who's starting him?
You shut up. This is my sit.
Dude, actually make it someone who's going to start.
I'm going to slap this punk right in the face. But anyway, Jimmy G
I don't even think
is
a
my
25-man
sit.
team will start him.
Jimmy G is my sit. Period. My pick.
What you got on Vegas? Adams.
Yeah, you got to start the Jacobs and Adams. I mean, I was leaning towards sitting Adams because Surtain's going to shut him down, but nobody's going to sit him.
Who the hell's going to sit Adams?
That's what what did I just say?
He just said that.
You shouldn't even be. No, you shouldn't be.
What did I
thinking
just
about
say?
sitting Adams. You
think
thought about it. That's the
He's gonna
problem.
do nothing. Watch.
I have a
Nothing.
question. What do you think? What about Greg Dulcich? I feel like he should be a good. If Kelsey's out and you need a tight end and you're in like a 14-man league and there's no tight ends left, you could do Greg Dulcich. I feel like he can have some receiving work in that offense.
Absolutely.
All right. Speaking of tight ends, which one would you trade, Cole Kmet or Jake Ferguson?
Would you trade Cole Kmet for Fergie?
Oh, my bad.
Hell no. Well, then those two shouldn't be on
Oh,
team.
wait.
Is this a
Who
dynasty?
makes trades
First of
after
all-
week 1?
First of all,
What the hell did you
Jake
draft
Ferguson,
Kmet for?
Jake
Or
Ferguson
Ferguson.
is his Cowboy starter. You know Dak loves his tight ends. So I'd do
Well-
it later on in the season though. I'd wait till after a couple
play
games
out.
and then do it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Let it play out first.
How would you let that play out? Because the value would rise on one of them.
Or you can take the risk now and
Well,
make the wrong move.
Are you gonna take the risk now or
I don't know
later?
why either of those tight ends are on a like Cole Kmet is the better tight end in my
He
opinion.
is.
Jake Ferguson is gonna be the starter.
All right, we got
What else we got?
Philadelphia at New England. Is that you, Danny D?
That's
you,
me
Danny D.
again. My start is A.J. Brown. Great season last year. The run game is suspect at best. And my Brown sit is DeAndre Swift. Once again, the Eagles' backfield decimated, trash. Until they have somebody step up and say, "Hey, I'm the number 1 guy," stay away from their running backs. Period.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you think about that, Vince? I know you got a lot to say.
Could have chose a better start, like Devontae Smith at least. You chose like AJ
I
Brown.
picked my start. That's my start. You worry about your shit.
I agree with I feel like DeAndre Swift. It's a toss up. I don't know how their running back
Was he
core is
Mel
going to go.
Kiper?
I didn't draft him in any of my leagues, so I'm not really stressing about him.
Vince Rappaport.
What about no one's talking about Stevenson on New England?
I don't think
Stevenson
week
is
1
gonna
I
be-
say no.
Flex?
Not against Eagles.
You have to start Stevenson.
Well,
You
yeah,
have
you
to.
do. You have to start him. You drafted him low. You
But
drafted him in the
but
second round, probably.
Zeke might steal his red zone TDs. Like I feel like the only way Stevenson is gonna get his TDs
I agree with you,
unless
Mike.
it's like 10 yards and after.
Well, I guess it depends if you're in PPR or standard, right? Because
Four.
Stevenson is definitely the better catching back.
Oh yeah. Stevenson will get the catches. Zeke will get the 1 yard TDs.
He could be
That's
that
how it's gonna
Jamal,
be.
that Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams. Yeah, exactly.
All right, Miami at Los Angeles. What you got, Vince?
What a mess of a game. They're both pretty good defenses, in my opinion. I'd start Devin Akane, I think, if he's healthy.
What the hell is that?
You don't know who?
Is Mostert the starter though?
Mostert's the starter right now.
No, he's
Right now.
technically, but I feel like he's a good. If he's healthy, he's going to start. Devin Akane. You don't know who Akane is? You don't watch.
You're starting a backup at running back, and I'm the idiot.
He's not a backup. If he
Turn the rest
plays,
of your
he's going to
lights
be the
off.
starter.
Turn
He's
the
gonna be
rest
the
of your lights
starter.
off.
Oh man.
Okay, Frank the Tank, shut your mouth.
TT 99, go to bed.
He looks like Frank the Tank from Barstool.
All right.
All right, you're starting.
That's funny shit. I just got a visual.
Probably starting Keenan Allen, get those PPR receptions while he's healthy.
That's awesome.
On Miami side of things, you're starting Tua. You're starting Mostert.
Yeah, I'd start
Hill.
not starting Moser. I don't like him. I feel like, not a big fan of him. There's probably better options out there.
Who else are you starting? What's his name? Waddle? And Flex?
Of course.
Yeah, you have to start Waddle. You have to start
course.
Waddle. He's healthy, right? I know he had he had turf toe too, didn't he?
I think he goes off.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Okay.
All right, Los Angeles Rams at Seattle for sure. Rams side of things, you're starting Stafford, Akers. With Cup and the hamstring, we already know your starter of the week's got to be Higbee.
Yeah.
They're going to throw to the tight end all damn day with Cup being out. What about Van Jefferson? You're going to reach?
Yeah, you can reach there. You can.
Reach?
He's going to be the number one.
No.
Him and Tutu Atwell.
I think Higbee gets most of the
Seahawks got
catches.
good corners. They do. They have good young corners, the Seahawks.
You definitely want
I don't
Higbee
know.
for this
It's
game.
going to be risky.
You want Higbee for this game.
I would start Higbee. I wouldn't. If Cup is out, I wouldn't start any Rams receivers. Because they might just dip and dunk with Akers and Higbee the whole time.
True.
But with Cup being out, do you think that handcuffs Akers a little bit?
Well, I think it would make him I'd most definitely start. Like I would start him right away once I found out Cup is out.
Yeah, but you got to give some respect to Van Jefferson and Higbee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll give but
Well, Higbee's not going to stretch the field. I mean, put a linebacker on him.
But they are playing in Seattle too.
Seahawks got good corners, good young corners, and Woolen and Witherspoon. So I mean,
Seattle, you're definitely starting Geno, Walker, DK, Tyler Lockett. What about Noah Fant? You think he gets in this game?
He's gonna get in, but
they alternate those tight ends. So I mean it's tough because they did it last year.
Stay away from the tight end. Then they got Seattle winning this game by 5, 46-point over under. So it's not going to be a high scoring game. All right, next up, I know Mikey, you've been waiting for this. Dallas at New York Sunday night. Woo! There it is.
So I'm starting Brandon Cooks. I think Brandon Cooks is going to have a great game against the because they might their whole focus might just be on CD. You know, like CD might get doubled, and then Cooks is going to be wide open with the deep balls the whole time. So I'm sitting every Giants receiver except Waller because their receivers respectfully aren't good.
Right.
Hyatt won't have a good first game, but I think he'll get better as the season goes on. I'm sitting Daniel Jones.
Ooh.
I'm starting Dak. I don't care. I'm starting Dak. Dak is out to prove. He's on a mission. I think. I mean, obviously you start Pollard, CD. I mean, you got your usuals. I would start the Cowboys defense. I think you're going to see a lot of turnovers on that side with Diggs and Gilmore. So, I mean, the defense is stacked.
The only thing I disagree with you on is sitting Jones. You got to start Jones. He's going to get the rushing yards. He's
I
going
don't
to.
know.
It's going to be a shootout. That's 100% going to be a shootout. We'll see. And then obviously you start Pollard, all those guys, the usual suspects.
No, yeah, like obviously Pollard, CD, like obviously.
Yep. All right, let's get into Monday night. This is a big game. Buffalo at the Jets, Monday night. Danny D.
And that's my favorite game of the week besides the Broncos. I can't wait for this game. A lot of people drafted this guy kind of low, but I'm starting Aaron Rodgers. New team, new atmosphere, playing at home week 1 against the Buffalo Bills rivalry. I'm telling you, he's going to come out firing, guns a-blazing. You have to start Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. I'm sitting Breece Hall. It's his first game back from injury. I think they're going to be very cautious with him. They got other running backs that they're going to go with, and that's my guy I'm sitting. I wouldn't start Breece Hall.
The Jets already came out saying Breece Hall's going to be the RB1 for the game.
They said.
I
just told you.
I still would sit him. Bills defense, I mean, they got a good run.
I'll tell you what. Start Breece Hall if you're playing me.
Well, so is Cook? Does Cook get in this game at all?
Well,
Yeah.
It's going to be they're going to split the carries. That's why it's going to be tough with Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook because I mean they're not going to be out there the whole time.
Buffalo's defense too, so it's like
Buffalo.
Cook will be the starting running back.
Wait. So are you going to start Aaron Rodgers or Daniel Jones?
Aaron Rodgers all day.
Oh, I start Jones all day.
What?
All day.
Oh my God.
You are insane.
Okay.
You are meat rodding Aaron Rodgers. You are
here's-
meat rodding Aaron
here's
Rodgers.
weird-
You're trying to say
Rodgers.
you would start Daniel Jones over
Dude, this
Aaron
is fantasy
Rodgers
football.
For week one? Yes. We're playing. So fantasy is like you're not starting these guys the whole year. You got to play your weeks, play your matchups. And you got
on Monday night.
Aaron Rodgers.
They have a better receiving core. They got running backs finally. They have a great defense. There's no way in hell I'm not starting Aaron Rodgers.
You got Aaron Rodgers in Chicago.
The only way I would start
The
Play
Bills'
against
receiving core is
Buffalo's-
better than the Jets. The Bills' receiving core is better than the Jets' receiving core. Shut your mouth. You
I
have
don't
no
think
idea what
so.
you're talking about.
I don't think so. I guess we'll
Oh.
soon find out, won't we? The only way I would start Daniel Jones if you had the mindset of Dallas is whipping our ass and we have to throw the ball 58 times.
Okay.
That's the only time I would do that, but I guarantee he'll probably
That's-
have some picks.
That's
in the
gonna happen.
process.
We're gonna.
Rodgers does not turn the ball over.
I'm a Giants fan. We're gonna
You'll
play
see.
behind. I hope we finally
Mark
get
the
this damn
tape.
game after what?
Mark the tape.
10 years.
Tuesday night, we'll talk about this.
All right, so we got two bets here, all right? Jones is going to have a better week than Aaron Rodgers. I'm saying that right now. That's a lot. Jones will have a better fantasy week than Aaron Rodgers week 1.
And
That's
I
what I'm
say the
saying.
opposite.
He's going to 70
yards.
75
Right,
yards,
break
one
his
touchdown
neck
for Daniel
before the
Jones.
first half.
Huh?
He's been carried off on a cart.
75 rushing yards, one touchdown for
You're
Daniel
saying
Jones.
he's going to have 75 rushing yards.
Yes,
How much you got?
100. He's going to do
Run that under?
Don't do that. Don't do that, Jason. Don't do
He's
that.
going to have
Don't do
75
that.
rushing yards and one touchdown. Daniel Jones, week 1. And then maybe
that's a
maybe
lot.
80
That is a
passing
lot.
yards.
That's a lot. That's a very risky. I'll tell you the odds.
He's going
right
to break
now.
one. He's known to do it.
Let me tell you the odds right now for Daniel Jones rushing yards over.
All right, put it up.
I'll pull
Then I
it
should
up.
play Vegas if it happens.
I will. I'm pull it up. I'll make the bet for you.
You're gonna get the rushing yards with Jones. He's gonna dink it down to Waller. He has Barkley to get him out of a jam when your boys want to blitz. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right. I think so.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
You're
Well, you gotta understand. We're playing the match. We're playing the matchup. Not maybe not in the
When's the last
season.
time the Giants even beat the Cowboys?
They don't gotta beat them.
What do you mean they don't have to
Pull
beat
up
them?
fantasy stats. You don't gotta beat them.
If typically when you put up good stats, you win the game. You could throw 400 yards, but you might have 4 picks.
Or you play from behind. get a lot of doodle yards.
He's not throwing 4 touchdowns, 300.
I'm saying the
yards.
Giants are going to win the
right
game.
now.
Giants are going to finally win the
I don't
game.
even know if he's
We're going
ever
to find
done
a way to pull it out.
42.5.
42.5.
Yeah.
What is that?
And he's that's his over-under for rushing yards. His over-under for rushing touchdowns is 0.5, and you're at a plus 210 betting odds.
Yeah, he's going to do it.
The only way Daniel Jones gets fantasy points in week 1 is if he runs the ball, in my eyes.
What about
If he
Darren
runs the ball,
Waller?
he'll get you
Waller, you guys sleep on Waller.
Yeah, that's it, though.
Snoozing
That's
on
it.
Waller. The
I'm
receiving
asking
core
Waller.
isn't bad. It's a decent receiving
No,
core. It's not
it
anything
is.
right,
crazy,
it's
though.
terrible.
He's coming back from an injury. You don't know what you're going to get.
They're going to have
Yeah.
great distractions in Sterling Shepard and all those guys. And height, come on. Fastest man in the NFL right now. They're going to have great distractions to open up Waller and Barkley all damn game. You may get one deep with Shepard, and then Daniel Jones is going to run one in. I mean, it's...
And they still have Saquon Barkley. I feel like you guys...
No, I said that. Saquon. Between
Run
Saquon
the
and
ball
Waller,
with Saquon.
Height and Shepard are going to run decoy all day. Those are speed of receivers. They're going to
Listen,
run
it's
decoy all
gonna be
day.
the same
Open.
result the last 5 years. You're going to lose.
When's the last time the Giants had a good tight end? Shockey. And they balled out.
Mark Bavaro, 1986.
In my
Kyle
lifetime.
Rudolph.
1986.
He retired, actually.
In my lifetime. And they're going back to the Giants of old.
What about Boss?
We got a question in the chat. What do you guys think?
I'd
Ooh,
start Sky Moore over
I
Zay
would.
Flowers.
Or
If
Zay
Travis
Flowers.
Kelce is out, I'd start Sky Moore over Zay
Oh,
Flowers.
man. I don't know.
I would.
I
I wouldn't
know.
start a rookie in their first game. I like Zay Flowers rest
I
of the season,
agree.
but his
Plus,
first
the
game,
Chiefs is a
absolutely.
passing offense.
You have more opportunities with the Chiefs. I'll run with
Yeah,
that.
but if Kelsey's out, do you think they'll run the ball more?
Nah, Patrick
No.
Mahomes, he wants the ball in his hand. He wants all the clout.
I know, but I'm just saying, you know.
How's Detroit's
Hypothetically
run
speaking.
defense? I mean, it's going to come down to that. They shut down the run, forcing the
They have
throw
like
more.
Alex Anzalone. They don't have anyone crazy.
Mahomes is throwing for 5 TDs all day.
He's not throwing for 5 TDs. Okay, that's
He's
a little
throwing
too
for
much.
5.
But
He's going to get 5. Either run or pass, he's getting 5.
I'll show you 5, but it's not going to be a touchdown.
From what I heard, you do have 5.
5 feet.
Wow.
I'll show
Wow.
you 5.
Jesus. That's awesome.
You guys got any StartSit questions there? Please put them in the chat. We're going to be on for maybe another 5 minutes.
I'm going to
Don't
check
miss
on my
that.
fantasy team real quick. Let me see if I have any questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
For you,
All right.
Jason. Since you guys are the
Realistically speaking, who has the best fantasy team in our league?
Vince.
Yeah, here we go.
All right. Here
We're
we
not
go.
going to get in the win on this.
Personally, I think Jason, you're gonna get smacked this week.
Oh yeah, because you're playing me, right? Yeah, we'll see about that, buddy. I got some.
I'm letting you know. I mean, you got some tough matchups. Your players do. They do.
What are you, Bigfoot?
I mean, Stevenson's playing Philly. That's not good. Barkley's playing Dallas. That's definitely not good.
That's great. That's great. You
How's
ain't
that
gonna
great?
give it to no one else.
All
But him
right,
and
all
Waller.
right. Okay. Geno Smith plays the Rams defense, which
Geno's gonna ball out.
mm,
Geno's gonna ball out. Watch.
I don't know. St. Brown's plays Kansas City, so I mean that could be your only hit
High
in my
game.
eyes. Waddle plays the Chargers.
Yeah, that one.
Another
All right,
good
I'll give you.
defense. Komet, another good defense. I don't think he's gonna do anything. I think Fields is gonna run the ball a lot.
Or
Godwin
Throw
plays
it down.
Minnesota. That could also be another hit.
we'll see. We'll see, Mike. Who you got?
You got tough matchups. Mahomes plays Detroit, so I mean I could hurt that Kelsey not playing, but we'll have to see. ETN plays the Colts. He's gonna run all over them.
Yeah.
He's gonna at least have maybe
Division
200
game
rushing
though.
yards.
200
Yeah, but it's the
rushing
Colts.
yards.
No, I'm kidding.
Who said he said
No, I'm
200
kidding.
yards?
He's definitely gonna get over 100 yards. Though. He's definitely gonna get over.
We can all agree that we're ready
But a
for
lot
some
of catches.
football.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
excited.
It's gonna be college.
sitting all
College
day.
is back. What do you guys think of Colorado? You think they're legit?
Yes.
Last season, yeah, it's 1-11, 1-0
Jay looks
being
hungry
ranked.
right here.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Travis Hunter? That
He's
dude's a beast. He's
very
offense
good.
and defense.
He's doing what
Put him,
Dion did.
oh my god.
I mean, he's
He's
not gonna have
crazy.
longevity in the NFL, but
Hey,
it
what's
helps
his name?
draft
Might be-
stock.
What's his name?
Hey, Deion played both ways.
Barely. Look at his feet. He's in a wheelchair.
Oh,
Listen, you were in
see,
the
I wasn't gonna
nutsack
mention
Come on,
when
don't
he
do
was
Dion
playing.
like
I
that.
watched him.
That's terrible.
It wasn't very.
Dion, if you're watching, sorry about that, bro.
I
You
love
wanna talk
Dion.
about
Look,
your
I have a
feet, bro.
picture of Dion right there. I'm just saying, it's not good for longevity.
Is that where your Wander Franco picture was?
Yeah, it was. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Because
What do you guys think of Shador? The quarterback, Sanders.
Shador
kid?
Sanders.
Mhm.
I mean, that's
He looked good.
ridiculous stats, bro. He had what,
He looked
4
good.
100-yard receivers? Jesus.
Yeah. Jimmy Horn's good. And they got a good squad.
You guys got any more questions in that? Any start sit?
is there anyone you're picking up, Jason? Anyone you guys are picking up from the waiver wire just a stash for week 2? Like any player that you think will do good this week that you just want to stash or trade for? Any trade targets that you want to trade for before this week 1? If you know what I'm saying.
I need a tight end.
We got
Kelsey.
We
I have
got
Kelsey.
in the chat. Who is going to win week 1 matchups in our fantasy league? All right. I'll be honest here. I think I'm going to be.
Did I not just ask a question? Did I not just ask a question, Mikey?
What was it?
Yeah,
Oh, my
you
bad.
did.
Go ahead. What was the question?
I don't know. That's a good question, man. That's a good question. You're gonna have to dig deep on it. Let's think. Like if you drafted 2 QBs, maybe, and you want to play one. You want to play Daniel Jones?
I'm
week
saying
1?
if Zach Charbonnet is not picked up or is on someone's team, please trade for him. Please get him. He's gonna have a very good week 1. He's gonna have a good
after week 1.
He's the favorite in the
You're
passing.
gonna trade him
He's
for
playing
week
the
1?
Rams defense.
Rams defense have Aaron Donald. Did we forget?
That's all they have. Did you see them last season? Who else do they have? They lost Bobby Wagner. They lost everyone. They don't have anyone. They lost Jalen Ramsey. He's a pass-catching running back. He's the number 1 favorite pass-catching running back. Please pick him up. Mark my words.
Yeah. No,
So
I'm
you
with you.
drafted him?
I did.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see.
For me, because I drafted these guys, Gainwell. All reports out of camp is Gainwell is going to take over the job. I'm telling you guys, stash him right now.
What?
Stash him.
What?
Okay, we'll see.
Would you stash him over Swift?
Not
Wait.
over him, but let's say
wait. Isn't this you? Isn't that you? Dropped Kenneth Gainwell this morning?
Oh,
Isn't that
he got
you?
called
Is that
out.
you?
I got 4 leagues.
You're so stupid.
Who do I pick up?
Got called
Who did I
out.
pick up?
Dude.
Who did I pick
That's
up?
you. That's you, right?
Who did I
That's
pick
you,
up?
right?
Who did I
That's you,
pick up?
right?
Who
That's
did I
you,
pick
right?
up? Who
You
did I
just
pick
said
up?
he's going to be the start.
That's
I
you,
got 4
right?
leagues.
Jalen-
Stash him.
Pick up
I don't need him
Jalen
because my team's so damn good. Who
That's
did I
you,
pick
right?
up?
Who did
See,
you
you want to
pick
call
up?
people out,
I
but you don't even know
disagree
strategy.
with
That's
Who did
you,
you
right?
pick up?
I disagree
I
with
don't
that
tell me.
statement.
Is that me? Is
Who
that my
did
name?
That's
pick
you.
up?
Is that my name?
Yep, that's Sweepy Joe. That's you.
All right, then who did I pick up?
That's you.
Who did I pick up?
Who did he pick up?
Jalen
He
Hyatt.
picked up Jalen Hyatt.
Who the hell
But
is
even though-
that?
Because I don't need all the running backs. I got
That's
tell
you,
who the
right?
hell is-
That's you, right?
Okay, you don't got
Oh,
4
my
leagues.
God.
Fucking up.
I don't even know who the
Kenneth
hell it is.
Gainwell. Get Kenneth Gainwell. You know what? I'm gonna pick up Kenneth Gainwell because you just dropped him.
So pick him up. I don't need him. I'm running back heavy. Play the
No, he's
weeks.
not. Don't listen to
Oh
him.
my
He's not
gosh.
He's not running back.
See, Vince likes to talk a lot of. He doesn't know strategy. He tells you not to draft 2 QBs. Like you trying to call someone out. That means you scared, Vince. You scared. He's constantly trying. You're scared. He's
I
scared.
think
This is stupid.
All right. Well, we'll see after week
I
1.
got you in 4K. I got you in 4K.
You got 4
he
leagues.
did catch you.
I got you in 4K.
So then everyone you talked about, you picked up on your team. Show me your team, Vince.
Hey,
me
we
your
got
team.
him, ladies and
Show me
gentlemen.
your team. Show me
Later,
your team.
Steven.
Got
Have a good
him.
night.
Got him.
Yeah. Show me your team, Vince.
I'll show you my team.
You drafted everybody you talked about?
Yes,
No,
I did.
Right? All right. Oh, so you have like a 30-man roster? Shut up.
There's no 30-man rosters.
No shit, Vince.
Have a good one.
I wish I could draft everyone I wanted, but
Good to see
people
you.
listen to the podcast.
Anyway, no more questions in the chat.
No, that's it.
Nope, no more
All
Good
right.
show, guys.
Let's get us out of here, Mikey.
Alrighty.
Des didn't catch it.
Week 1, and we'll run down who's the fan.